How you doing, Inez?
I'm doing much better. I was concerned. Got a call from Barbara Askins about a rally being put together by a group of people not from this community and not about an agenda of Black Lives Matter. That's what had me upset. I called around. The 100 Black Men came out. Mike Garner. I had the Alphas come out. Larry Scott Blackburn. I had my kids come, Aisha Sekou and my kids from there. I had my Impact kids. I had everybody came out here
all
to say,
hands on deck.
This is about Harlem, and that we know the racism that's running rampant in this country. It never went away.
Right.
It's just that under this administration, it's all right to kill a black man or a black woman.
Right.
And so this is going on forever. And now this was a rally. If it was going to be a peaceful rally that was going to say Black Lives really matter, then I support any rally that was about Black Lives Matter, because that's what it's about. But if we're going to talk about Black lives, we should be talking about how do we go into that foundation of racism and say we're going to get the contracts. We're not asking, we're demanding. It's about standing up and saying that we are going to own the properties in our communities and not somebody from outside owning the properties and living elsewhere. That's what that's about. That's what Black Lives Matter about. Not about trying to tear down, it's about lifting up the black community.
Right.
And so I came out here with Melba and Marcus from all the black owners of restaurants came out. Many of the black homeowners, many of the black business people. They had Londell's restaurant was out here. All were out here to stand up and say, this is our community, and we're not going to let anybody come in and bring in insurgents to incite anything in our community.
And tear it up.
And tear it up what we're trying to build up. And when I looked amongst this crowd, 85% of them were not from Harlem.
Nope.
And the one who said she was one of the organizers, I said, I never saw you at anything. Where are you from? Minnesota.
What?
That's what she told me. She was from Minnesota, and she's supposed to be the campaign manager for one of the guys that claims he's an organizer. And he had his own political agenda that he was talking about. It wasn't about Black Lives Matter for him. He was using it as a platform in which to stand on Black lives, not lift up Black lives. And that's what I want my community to know, because we got to shut down the negative of anybody who acts like or says they or claims they from Harlem, and they not from Harlem, not about Harlem, and not for Harlem. So I had Nan out here, I had everybody out here.
They got Sister Girl riled up today. They got the Queen riled up. They don't want to do that.
And he refused to allow me to speak.
Really?
He refused to allow me to speak.
That's not fair.
Because for the one time, fair, I represent this community.
Yeah,
he don't.
he
don't. He's a. Never mind.
That's disrespectful.
I am elected to represent this community.
You are.
And I have worked it for years, not just got here yesterday. I've been here with my family. My family got here in 1914.
I know that, Inez. You're legendary. Your family is here.
We cast our buckets down here.
For over 100 years.
Here in Harlem. And I have never left Harlem, and I don't intend to ever leave Harlem. This is my community. I love it here. I love the culture, the people. I love my community. And I cannot stand aside. I would be remiss, not just as an elected, but I'd be remiss as just a black woman from Harlem to stand here and let somebody, an insurgent, come in with insurgent campaign manager, an insurgent from Minnesota, to say, you're going to take down my community. And they tried to incite something, but I had people and men and women and young kids out here that was dispersed amongst the crowd.
I saw Aisha, and she was saying from Street Court, they were out here to keep things from happening. Yes.
Because it's my kids, it's my future that would get beat up and hit in the head.
It'll be all over the news.
Yes.
It'll be all over the news.
It was 85%, I would say, was not from Harlem. These were from outsiders Now, that's not to say that we already know the racism that's rampant in this country. We already know that to this country, black lives don't matter. We already know that. It's how do we do it, work it, without getting more people killed and beat up.
Right.
That's what it's about. And I'm standing here with Derek Perkinson from NAN.
That's what doing. How y'all doing?
Hey, Derek.
Queen is riled up today. They shouldn't have got the Queen upset. And now we got to get all the troops out. How y'all doing today? I'm Derek Perkinson with the National Action Network, New York State Field Director. My voice is a little scratchy. I just left Staten Island, big protest out there on behalf of George Floyd. Y'all know the history of that. But Inez called me to come because some outsiders, some infiltrators, some operatives are being placed in these non-violent protest actions around the country, mind you, not just here. It tried to happen here in Harlem.
It happened in Brooklyn last night.
It happened last night in Brooklyn.
I
and
heard.
mind you, I was there at the beginning, Foley Square. They started marching towards the Brooklyn Bridge. I left, and they was going to Barclay. So I could have been there for that too. But Inez is doing a great thing. I salute her for standing up for her community, gathering the community to come push back against the proposed oppressors and infiltrators and operatives that are being placed in this community and try to damage our people. So big salute to Inez. I thank you, sis. I thank you so much.
No, it's not about, it's not just me.
No, it's the community. You got the community together. And that's what I'm saying. You represent this community, and you got everybody you represent here to push back against that. But we have to be diligent against those peaceful protests, nonviolent, and those that want to, again, we from communities where somebody throw the first punch, we all jumping in. Somebody throw the first rock, we all going to throw something. But we have to be refrain from that. We're not going to stop protesting. We're not going to stop fighting and being angry until those other 3 officers, all 4 of them are arrested. 1 is arrested now, 3 more to go. But we're not going to be looting. We're not burning our own communities down. The monies we use to burn our community down, to rebuild them, are going to be coming out of our taxes. We're going to be paying for that. So that's going to even hurt us more and put us further back. So let's not destroy our community. Let's protest nonviolently with maturity, with class, and how we conduct ourselves as African Americans, because we're better than that. And we're not going to let infiltrators. I saw a report in Minnesota. The community was saying, white people were saying, we don't even know these people here. These people starting trouble. We don't even know them. We never seen them before in my life.
Did you hear about the cop that broke the windows at the AutoZone and incited the riots? We have that on camera. We're trying to get that to CNN and the other ones.
No, absolutely.
Because there are things that are happening that were not started by black people. Or started in our black community.
This
not started about protesters.
This is not about protesters. See, the thing is there's professional protesters that go around the country with an agenda that is not a black agenda. That is not a positive agenda. It is their own economic agenda that they are utilizing, and they will go anytime something like this occurs that's devastating, and they know that we're going to be very upset about it, we're going to be angry about it. They will go into communities and incite problems to occur. And that's what happened in Brooklyn. When I looked at that tape,
last night.
They were not from this community. They were not from that community. They were people you didn't even recognize. My colleague was maced by a police officer.
New York State Assembly.
I heard. I saw her. She was maced.
They didn't recognize, and that's what happens when they bring police from other communities into a community.
Woman of color.
That's what happens, and she was maced, and so I didn't want that to happen here. So I came out here myself, and I mobilized. Because I have serviced this community as free as a district leader, volunteered because I live here, I work here. This is where I was born and raised. And then I went to the city council, then I became an assembly person. But I'm going to come out here. I'm going to come out here.
Right.
This is my community. This is my territory. Along with all of us that have tried to stay here and are continuing to fight to stay here, I mobilized them. I said, come out here. And then we're not going to let them take this away from us. Not
on the Queen's watch.
Now, how can we contact you all for any assistance and information?
I can give you my card. You can call me.
Well, I'm going to get your card. No, we're going to set down something. We're going to get a one-on-one.
212-866-5809 is my phone number. Dickens I.
Hold on 1 second, Tom. 1 second.
All one in small letters. Dickens I at NewYorkNYAssembly.gov.
Okay. All right. What about you, brother?
You can get me at the National Action Network, D Perkinson at thenationalnetwork.net. Spell it out, D Perkinson, Perkinson. Also, D Perk Media LLC on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay, all right. Well, this is not the only interview we're going to be doing. We're going to sit down because I
Hopefully
think
you'll come to my office.
Well, I'm the Black Press. I'm the Black Media. We have our own platform finally, where we can get it out to millions and millions of people globally. So now it's about telling the truth. It's about It's about us
about facing the truth.
It is about facing the truth. It's about us controlling our own narrative.
And about being united as one for a positive outcome, not for negative.
Yes, exactly.
Not for my agenda or his agenda or your agenda. This is about what is the Black agenda.
Right. All right. All right.
Thank you.
King and a queen.
You got a card?
Definitely. All right. Peggy Dotson, UBC News, UBC TV Network. We'll be right back. The great Inez Dickens. Okay. Woohoo! All right. The queen. We'll be right back.